I'm Allan Drew from Wetherill Park TAFE in southwestern Sydney, teacher of heavy vehicles and plant. We're now at the 2008 WorldSkills National Heavy Vehicle Competition at Darling Harbour, and we're going to talk about sustainability and economy, especially with our heavy vehicles. And we have a up to 600 horsepower engine here, and one of the features of this engine is it's very low on emissions and it's got great fuel economy. And how they achieve the low emissions is, to make it a greener climate for Australia, is in the exhaust system here, they've added a valve that lets the exhaust back out, and it comes out through a cooler, and this is called cooled EGR, which is exhaust gas recycling. It comes around and it comes back into the inlet over there. So what we're doing is burning a little bit of exhaust with the fresh air, and that reduces the combustion temperature and reduces NOx and some particulate matter. Now, this one is only been approved from the 1st of January 2008, and it's known to comply with ADR 8002. In the States, it would be probably called a Tier 3 emission engine, or if it was in Europe, probably a Euro 4 emission engine. So amongst all of those categories, this engine pretty well covers the lot. Yeah. Now, we're going to have a look at an exhaust emission controller.
And what sort of, which companies are embracing this technology, Alan?
Nearly all large engine makers, but this particular one is our Japanese and some European. Now, the work of art is the muffler. So instead of treating the exhaust up around the engine, this one does it partially with a variable jet turbocharger, but it also has a catalytic converter and a particulate filter, and they can control the amount of particles trapped in the filter by a throttle butterfly here at the back, a throttle butterfly at the front, a pressure sensor front and rear, and some temperature sensors front and rear. So when the soot build-up starts to get too high, the computer will close down the exhaust, increase the temperature from the catalytic converter, and burn off the soot or the particulate matter. And that can be done manually through a regenerative burn, or it can be done continually with the ECU, or after a period of time as maintenance around about the 100,000, they can take it out and pulse clean it with air. But there are a few manufacturers going this way, and it's a work of art, the muffler. And it's on our Isuzu here at Darling Harbour. Now this project is an electrical project for the heavy vehicle mechanics here at the Darling Harbour WorldSkills competition, and one of the projects is to wire in ancillary equipment on a truck or a machine. And the ancillary equipment we're using are just tail lights at the moment, but we've gone away from the bulb or the incandescent type light, which creates heat and wastes energy, to the LED style. So we're now trying to foster less power consumption amongst all of our heavy people by putting in the more modern things. We have strobe light work lights, so we're not using as much as the 100 watt spotlight, and all the wiring as they assemble it and disassemble it, we're going to recycle by cutting it up and putting it in our projects back at the college. We also have other sustainability things that we use here in automotive, and one of them is this Durst juice washer or enzyme washer. So when we clean our spare parts, rather than use solvents, which are evaporative and harmful and detrimental to skin, we are now using the enzyme, which is basically like hot washing up soapy water, and then all greases and oils get digested by the enzymes. So that's another thing we're going to use with our sustainability.
And why is this also important to the industry?
Well, to stop using the solvent type cleaners is always the aim, that you get to environmentally friendly things. And this is one of the greatest ways we can do it. This is made by an Australian company locally, and we have them in every section here. rather than have the danger also of solvents catching fire. So these are non-polluting, non-flammable, all the things you can think of for the modern era.
Great. Now, you're a judge this year at the WorldSkills competition, Alan. What are you looking forward to the most?
Well, my pet subject is brakes and ABS, so I'm looking forward to trying this brand new truck. Isuzu only released the FV1000 in the country. They come off the boat 2 nights ago, so they're very, very new. It'll be good to incorporate their ABS diagnostics compared to the Mac diagnostics or the Volvo or things like that. So yes, I'm looking forward to the brake, but equally we've got 6 subjects: electronic engine management, hydraulics, electrical, engine measuring. They're all exciting in their own way. Yeah?
Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.